This resource will explore the MEAL format for essay paragraphs. The MEAL acronym is defined. Each of the portions of the MEAL is explored in depth. An example of a MEAL paragraph is presented. The concepts are summarized, and additional tips are given. Most students are familiar with the hamburger model for an essay. An introduction and conclusion acting as the buns for the body paragraphs, the meat of the hamburger. But how should those body paragraphs be designed? The MEAL is a format that creates strong, well-designed paragraphs for a scholarly work. It helps a writer create paragraphs that are full of good information, rather than just filler that does not satisfy the appetite of the reader. MEAL is an acronym that stands for Main Idea, Evidence, Analysis, and Link. You should note that the MEAL format is only for the body paragraphs. The introduction and conclusion are more free form and can be adjusted to fit the assignment and your personal writing style. The main idea of the paragraph should be explicitly stated in a well-formed topic sentence. Your reader should not have to guess at your main idea. It should be obvious through the topic sentence. Remember that academic writing is done for the purpose of showing your research or your interpretation of other work. Your reader cannot read your mind and has not done the background work that you have in preparing your paper. So your writing must be clear to provide the reader every opportunity for understanding your work. A paragraph in academic writing should focus on one particular topic or nuance of the overall thesis of the paper. If a new idea starts to sneak into a paragraph, it should form a paragraph of its own. The topic of the paragraph should support and strengthen the thesis, not weaken it. If you find that your paragraph opposes your thesis, you should either eliminate the paragraph or perhaps revise your thesis to fit the additional contradictory information. The topic sentence that encapsulates your main idea is often the first sentence in your paragraph. The remaining sentences should support that main idea, much as the paragraphs themselves support your overall thesis. The evidence portion of your paragraph provides the support for the topic sentence. Evidence is the information you glean from your research or from your reading that fits the claim you made. It could be a summary of the material, or it could be a carefully chosen quotation. Remember to cite. The evidence may be facts and figures from your research. It could be a strategic image that represents your claim. The exact form your evidence takes depends on the purpose of your paper. Much like the paragraph must fit into the overall thesis, the evidence must fit the topic sentence. Do not include evidence that does not support the main topic. Do not completely disregard that evidence. It may still be useful in a different paragraph. The stronger the evidence, the more effective the paragraph will be as a whole. Evidence by itself is not sufficient. There must be analysis to fit the evidence into the framework of the topic for the paragraph. Much like the topic sentence should explicitly state the main idea of a paragraph, the analysis portion of a paragraph shows exactly how the evidence supports the topic. The analysis dissects and digests the evidence so that the writer can use the information to their benefit. Much like the picture of the magnified sand particles, analysis takes a closer look at the evidence to consider its place in the structure of the topic. Analysis depicts the writer's perspective of the evidence. This is often the hardest part of the writing process. How can I, as a writer, put voice to my thoughts and show exactly why I chose this piece of evidence to prove the claim I made in the topic sentence? The link sentence is the equivalent of the paper conclusion. It ties together all the evidence and analysis of the paragraph and connects it to some other part of the paper. However, you have options to which part of the paper the link connects the paragraph. You can use the link sentence as a teaser and hint at the topic of the next paragraph. If you choose this option for the link, you need to organize your paper very carefully so that these links make sense. The other option for the link is to connect the topic to the overall thesis of the paper. It specifies how the paragraph fits into the overall purpose of the paper. The link shows exactly why you chose to include that paragraph in your work, either as a lead-in for the next idea or as a part of the greater purpose of the paper. Suppose you had to write a paper explaining the best format for writing an academic paper. The thesis of your paper is that the best format of an academic paper is a hamburger model with an introduction and conclusion acting as the buns surrounding the meat of meal paragraphs. You have already expounded on the virtues of an excellent introduction and strong summarizing conclusion. Now you want to explain the purpose of the meal paragraphs. Take some time to read the example paragraph on the screen. Note that the paragraph explaining the importance of the meal format follows the meal format. It has a main idea, provides some evidence, analyzes that evidence, and then links the paragraph to the paper as a whole. Meal paragraphs deepen and strengthen the body paragraphs of an academic paper. A meal paragraph includes a main idea, evidence, analysis, and a link. The main idea, presented in the topic sentence, is the focal point of the paragraph and is some aspect of the thesis of the entire paper. Evidence from your research or reading supports the topic. Analysis of that evidence proves that you have a deeper understanding of the material and understand exactly why the evidence supports your topic. The last sentence of a meal paragraph provides a link to the next paragraph or to the paper as a whole. By writing meal paragraphs, you whet the appetite of your reader for information and analysis. Meal paragraphs satisfy your hunger to prove your point.